So now I'm up here in East Orange High School, basketball player. My basketball skills were shaking and baking. I loved that game. Matter of fact, when I graduated, in the yearbook it says, there's a picture of me doing my moves. It says, the man of many moves strikes again. Praise the Lord. I was a shaker and baker. I remember I went to, I was playing down at Essex County College, and we played a game against St. Peter's, Jersey City. I scored 62 points in one game. 62 points. I was like, the coach said, get the ball to March, because our big man had broke his ankle doing warm-ups. So it's like, okay, got to feed March, feed March. Half court, pow, 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 radar, we used to call that. So I had a lot of fun with basketball. I played many years, even, basketball, I mean, I don't even know when I stopped playing basketball. Probably like the time I hit 40, 38, 40, something like that. But that was my passion, more than women. Okay, so I'm not the guy that, oh, I got to go over to this girl's house, I got to go, no. But I did believe, this is the worst thing I told my son. I got this from my Uncle Lori, and it worked. Until it stopped working. And I told that boy, always keep yourself steady and ready. That was my MO. I will keep myself steady and ready. Have that steady girlfriend, but have yourself a little ready on the side. When steady showing her tail, when the steady showing her tail, ready? Let's go. And never had no problem. So I keep my little ready over there. Then I got to the point where I'm gonna keep you a possibility over here. Now I got 3. I remember once upon a time, the sister told me, I'm in my 30s, got my little steady. Now I got my possibility going, because I'm gonna have to drop one of these here. One thing about a ready, she's always trying to become the steady. You see?
Yeah.
And the worst thing that you can do is let that ready become the steady. See? Because now she knows your steady is gone. She's gonna show her tail. Because she think all you got is her. You see?
Yeah.
But no, got the possibility over there too.
That just turned into the ready.
And she turned into the ready. That's great. But I was crazy like that. So I remember a sister saying to me, you know why she was in her late 30s, early 40s, and she says to me, you didn't know that I still was a virgin. I said, no. She's like, but the reason why I decided to be with you is because you were patient with me. See? I said, okay, cool. I was patient with you because I got my steady and the ready. You thought I was being patient with you. I ain't tell her that. That was just Roger. That's what Roger did.
Yeah.
That's what Roger did. You know what I mean? You know, I'll take the garbage out for you, help you with this, see you. I ain't got to call you, call me. Da. Huh. Cause you think I'm the nice guy. But I was a snake. You know, they come back and bite you though. But and unfortunately, you know, I was sad about that stuff, but I wasn't a man, I was a male. I didn't know how to be a man. As a matter of fact, this whole thing is gonna be about how I became a man. And a man is one of integrity. You have to realize you come in the world like a male and you come in as a female. But we need to mature into a man or a woman. And it's a process. And because I didn't have a father or any mentors to help raise us, 12 of us, who sat down and teach us the principles of saving money and what's right and what's wrong, we weren't a church-going family. So I leaned to my own understanding. And my oldest brother had went to the military. So what happens here? My oldest brother, Ray Marshall, he goes to the military. 4 years. My next brother is William, and he like his wine, Tiger Rose, Gypsy Rose. Okay, so you can't deal with William. Then there was my brother Jimmy, who was in a bad accident and couldn't read, but he can travel all over the city with in his car. He can just pick up signs that he'll know in New York or all over the place. But he couldn't read and he had a bad scar. So the next one in line was me. I was the number 4. Behold to me, my mother made me number 1. I knew nothing about it as it was in its makings. Number 4 became number 1. All right? So it's like, go change the lock on your sister's door and lock that boy out. Go check on this one over at the school, see what they doing in the school. Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom. Okay. My mother and I had a serious fight one time. And it wasn't really a fight. I'm sitting at the table with Jimmy, Robin, early in the morning, maybe about 6 on a Sunday. And my mother comes, because my mother's like 5'4", 280 pounds. And she's rough. I mean, I think knock her brother out, my Uncle Lloyd. She's rough. And she comes around the table, the kitchen table. What time you come in last night? They said whatever they said. What time you come in, Roger? I said 12, Mom. Pow! Right upside my head. Pow! Don't lie to me, boy. I stayed up waiting. I got up off of that table. I said, don't hit me no more. What you say? Here come that N-word. What you say? I said, don't hit me no more. I knew I was in trouble. She says, oh, shit. She turned around. We had 2 ways to go upstairs, through the kitchen and through that. I shot up the kitchen stairs while she went and grabbed this big old 2x4, bro. And I took my bed and I pushed my bed up against the door, hoping that she couldn't come in, that 200-something pound female. Boom! She pushed that door, pushed me back, right? And she had that club, and she wanted to clock me with that club, but she got off balance. I caught the thing, and I got the thing, and I was about to pop up. And my father popped in the door. My father's like 5'8". He's 5'8". Didn't like him anyway because I figured he was, in my mind, he was a self-centered guy. He never played baseball with us, basketball, nothing. I never saw my father interact with my older brothers or anybody. So he say, I'm like, and he's like, boy, what do you think you're doing? Me with my 15-year-old testosterone smelling myself said, you need to tell your wife something. And she said, oh shit, I know what I'm gonna do. And when she said that, man, I'm like, oh man. I snatched my coat. I ain't have no shirt on. I snatched my long leather coat, ran down the stairs. I'm shooting out the front door. She had one and grabbed the knife out the kitchen. I jumped off there's about 3 flights. I jumped off those steps, and before I hit that ground, boom! What is the chance of a 50-something-year-old woman not ever throwing any stinking thing hit a bullseye, hit me right in the back of my head with that knife?